The Nigerian Civil War Part 1. How Nigeria moved toward war 1960 to 1967. In 1960, Nigeria gained independence from the United Kingdom. The country was a federation of major regions with different ethnic groups and political interests. Abubakar Tafawa Balewa became the first prime minister, while Nnamdi Azikiwe later became the president when Nigeria became a republic in 1963. At first, many Nigerians believed the new country will grow peacefully, but beneath the surface, tensions were building. Growing political and ethnic tensions, Nigeria's regions were dominated by different ethnic groups. North, largely Hausa Fulani; West, largely Yoruba; East, largely Igbo. Competition for power, economic inequality, and political rivalry created deep mistrust among leaders and communities. The situations became worse after a controversial national consensus in 1962 to 1963 and political crisis in several regions. Many Nigerians began to feel that the political system was unfair. The military coup of Nigeria in 1966. On the 15th January 1966, young military officers carried out Nigeria's first coup. Several top politicians were killed, including the Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa, although the coup leaders said they wanted to end corruption. Many people believe the coup favored the Igbo ethnic group because many of the officers involved were Igbo. The military government that followed was led by Major General Johnson Aguiyi. The counter-coup and violence in the July 1966, northern officers staged a counter-coup. Ironsi was killed and Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon became the new military leader of Nigeria. After the counter-coup, violence broke out in the northern Nigeria. Thousands of Igbo civilians were killed and many others fled back to the eastern region for safety. This mass movement of people created fear and anger in the east. The final political breakdown in January 1967, Nigerian leaders met in Abuja, Ghana, hoping to prevent war. The meeting tried to create a new political arrangement that will keep Nigeria united. But the agreement soon collapsed because different leaders interpreted it differently. Tensions increased even more when the federal government divided Nigeria into 12 states, a move many Eastern leaders believe weakened their region. The declaration of Biafra on 30th May 1967, the military government of the Eastern region, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, declared the region an independent country called Biafra. The federal government saw this as rebellion. Within weeks, Nigeria moved towards war soon. The first shots of the conflict were fired and a war that could last 30 months had begun. This was only the beginning. In part 2, we will see how the war actually started, the first major battles, and how Biafra troops shocked Nigeria by capturing a major city. Follow for part 2, the moment the war truly began.